Dear students, good morning. I am your Nobi sir. This year I am going to take your science subject, okay? How are you all? എല്ലാവരും സുഖമായിട്ടിരിക്കുന്നുണ്ടായിരിക്കും അല്ലേ? അപ്പോൾ നമുക്ക് എന്ത് ചെയ്യാം, ഫസ്റ്റ് ചാപ്റ്ററിലേക്ക് കിടക്കാം കേട്ടോ. The first chapter is components of food. In this chapter we mainly discuss, these are the topics. First of all we need to discuss about what is food, then the nutrients of food. There are 4 subtopics. We need to discuss about carbohydrate, we need to discuss about proteins, and we need to discuss about fat, vitamins and minerals. And then we need to discuss tests to detect the presence of starch, proteins and fats. And finally we have to discuss about food items which is rich in various nutrients. These are the topics we have to discuss in this chapter. Okay students, so we are going to discuss about the first topic in this lesson, that is food. So what is food? We know for the survival of every living organisms we need food. For the survival of every living organism we need food. Without food we cannot survive. So what is the definition for food? So anything that we eat or drink for their survival, that is called food. This is a definition for food. So anything that we eat or drink for their survival, that is food. We have in our surroundings there are varieties of living organisms, isn't it? In our surroundings there are varieties of living organisms like cat, rabbit. Then നിങ്ങൾക്ക് ഒരുപാട് അറിയാമായിരിക്കുമല്ലോ, എങ്കിലും 2-3 ഞാനിവിടെ എഴുതാം. ക്യാറ്റ് ഉണ്ട്, റാബിറ്റ് ആൻഡ് ഹ്യൂമൻ ബീയിങ്സ് ആൻഡ് ലയൺ, cow. Like that there are varieties of organisms exist in our surroundings. Each organism has different food habits. Every organism has different food habits. Consider rabbit. Rabbit prefer to eat carrot, and lion prefer to eat flesh. And what about the cow? Cow prefer to eat grass. And human beings can eat flesh, and even vegetables, fruits, everything can be having by human beings. And what about our birds? Birds can also eat grains and small insects like that. So we can say that different organisms has different food habits. Okay, so I hope you understand about our first topic, what is food. For the survival of every living organism, for both the drinking purposes and eating purposes, we have to depend on food. Food is very important for survival. This is our first topic. I hope you understand, students. Okay, so we discussed that food is very essential for the survival of every living organism. So what do we eat? You think yourself, what are the different food items we would like to have in our day-to-day life? You just think yourself. You would like fruits and vegetables, and some of you may like egg and fishes, and some of you like cereals. So I think you have a confusion about the cereals. Some of you have a think about cereals means Chandanamala and Karathamutta like that, but it is not like that. Okay, this is cereals means bread, chapati, rice. That is cereals in science. Okay, so some of you have cereals, and some of you have juices and French fries, pizza, burger, and dairy products like curd, cheese, etc. So like that there are so many varieties of food items. You like all these or some of you have fruits and vegetables, and some of you like egg and fishes, and some of you like bread and chapati, like that. Most of us having these are the food items. So this is about this topic. What do we eat? We eat these kinds of varieties of food items. This is very important for our survival. Okay, the next topic is why do we need food? എന്തിനു വേണ്ടിയിട്ടാണ് നമ്മൾ ഫുഡ് കഴിക്കുന്നത്? ഡെഫിനറ്റ്ലി ഇറ്റ് ഈസ് ഫോർ ദ സർവൈവൽ ഓഫ് എവറി ലിവിങ് ഓർഗാനിസം. Anyway, we have to study one or two important points regarding this topic. Why do we need food? One of the important point is food provide energy. Food provide energy. Okay. So suppose one of the guy is standing here and playing football. Some of the guy is standing here and playing football, and some of the guy is sitting here and studying something, and some of the guy is sitting here and doing yoga, and like that we are doing various activities in our daily life, isn't it? We are playing, we are walking, we are running, we are cooking, we are dancing. So for doing all these activities we need energy. We need energy. How do we get this energy? This energy we get only through food. So without food we won't get energy. Okay, so one of the important point, why do we need food? It is for energy. Food provide energy. Understand? So the next important point, why do we need food? The second point is food provide nutrients. What? Food provide nutrients. So what do you mean by this nutrients? Nutrients means nutrients are the substances that provide nourishment needed for growth and maintenance of life. Maintenance of life. So food provide nourishment. Food provide nourishment. So what do you mean by the word nourishment? So you just imagine you are tiny and having low weight and low height when you were in a baby, isn't it? So after that you started to having food and drinking water, juices, like that you started to having different food items. Okay, so later what will happen? Over a period of time you become adult, isn't it? So there is a change. Initially you were a small one and later you become an adult, isn't it? So there is a transformation from small to big, isn't it? How does this happen? Because of food. Because food provide nourishment. This nourishment needed for the growth and maintenance of life, isn't it? So by having food items you are nourished and you become adult. Okay, that's why we are having growth and development in our body. So these are the two important points we have to study about why do we need food. Why do we need food? First point is food provide energy, and second point is food provide nutrients. Is that clear? So students, this is only about today. So we have discussed, we have started a new chapter, and we have discussed some of the important points in this lesson. So I am going to give you a homework. We discussed food provide nutrients. So food contain different kinds of nutrients. Okay, so you just list down what are the different types of nutrients present in our food, and you write in a A4 sheet and send it to me. Okay, and in the next class we will discuss detail about the different nutrients. Anyway, before that you just do it as a homework. List down different nutrients. Okay, thank you.